Welcome to GT EduHub students. Today I will discuss with you the poetic devices used in the poem Daffodils. This poem has been written by William Wordsworth. In this poem, William Wordsworth has very cleverly used a lot of poetic devices. Not only cleverly, we can say very beautifully. He has used a variety of poetic devices. So let's start. First of all, we will talk about the rhyming scheme of the poem. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. If we observe keenly, we will see first and third line ends with D. So it is rhyming, so we will give it A. Second and fourth line rhyme with each other because it ends with hills and it ends with dills, daffodils. So B. And in the stanza, in the last two lines, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. These both lines rhyme. So we will name it as C. So the rhyming scheme used in this poem is A B C. If you observe the remaining poems, same rhyming scheme has been followed. You can see shine, line, Milky Way, bay, and then again fifth and sixth line rhyme, glance and dance. In the next stanza, it ends with they, third line with gay. So A. Second and fourth, glee and company. These are the rhyming words. So name it as BB. And the last two lines are again a rhyming couplet that ends with thought and brought. So we will name it as C. Now observe the same rhyming scheme has been followed in the last stanza. Lie and I. First and third line is rhyming. Then second and fourth line, mood and solitude. Then again last two lines of the stanza are a rhyming couplet, C, fills and daffodils. So in the whole poem the rhyming scheme AB CC has been followed. Now we will talk about the other poetic devices used in the poem. The poet has used simile in the first line. Just observe, I wandered lonely as a cloud. Poet has compared himself to a cloud. When we compare something using the word as or like, it is called simile. So lonely as a cloud, it is an example of simile. Then observe the second line. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills. सो क्लाउड को पोइट ने बोला कि इट इज़ फ्लोटिंग ओवर हाइज एंड वोल्स. जैसे कि एक बोट पानी के ऊपर फ्लोट करती है, सेम वे द क्लाउड इज़ फ्लोटिंग ओवर द वेल्स एंड हिल्स. सो हियर पोइट हैज़ मेटाफोरिकली कंपेयर्ड द क्लाउड विद द बोट. सो यहाँ से वी विल मार्क इट क्लाउड दैट फ्लोट्स ऑन हाई ओवर वेल्स. दिस इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ मेटाफोर. It is an example of metaphor. When in the third line, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. So here poet has used the word crowd and host, which means numerous daffodils. Crowd means crowd of daffodils and host means a group of daffodils, मतलब large number of daffodils. So here poet has personified the daffodils. So here the figure of speech that is used is personification, because generally the crowd is of people. So here poet has mentioned crowd and a host of golden daffodils. So the daffodils have been personified here. Now just check out the next line. Beside the lake, beneath the trees. Observe be is used twice. So in this line, alliteration has been used because two words are starting with the same letter, same consonant sound. So beside the lake, beneath the trees is an example of alliteration. Now in the next line, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. फ्लटरिंग एंड डांसिंग इन द ब्रीज. फ्लटरिंग मीन्स फड़फड़ाना, जैसे कि लीव्स या पेटल्स जो है, फूल जो है इधर उधर मूव कर रहे हैं, तो यहाँ पर फ्लटरिंग वर्ड जो है वो साउंड को डिनोट करता है. सो दिस फिगर ऑफ स्पीच इज ओनैमोटोपिया. ओनैमोटोपिया. This is a figure of speech where the sounds of words convey some meaning. So fluttering here indicates the movement of the daffodils, means they are moving to and fro in the breeze when the breeze is flowing. Now in the same line, the poet has used the word dancing, means the daffodils are dancing in the breeze. So again here daffodils has been personified. Daffodils have been personified. So this is an example of personification because they have been attributed the human characteristic. Now come to the second stanza. Continuous as the stars that shine. Continuous as the stars. Again poet has compared the daffodils with stars. So it's again an example of simile. The figure of speech used here is a simile. And twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line. Poet says that daffodils are stretched in a never-ending line along the margin of the way. कभी ना खत्म होने वाली line में. तो here the poet has cleverly used the figure of speech hyperbole. Hyperbole. Now in this stanza, poet has used hyperbole twice because just see fifth line, 10,000 saw I at a glance. This is again an example of hyperbole because poet says कि मैंने 10,000 daffodils एक बार में देखे. So here poet has been exaggerating the fact to add the value. So this is again an example of hyperbole. In the next line it is written tossing their heads in sprightly dance. कि daffodils जो हैं वो डांस करते हुए अपने heads को toss कर रहे हैं. We know heads are a body part of human beings. So again daffodils has been compared with human beings. They are given human characteristic. So this is again an example of personification. Now in the next paragraph, the waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. Here again poet has used personification because he writes the waves beside them danced. कि जो daffodils के साथ पानी की लहरें हैं वो भी डांस कर रही हैं, means they are again assigned the human attribute, they have been assigned the human characteristic. So here the waves have been personified. So this is again an example of personification. Now come to the third line. A poet couldn't be but be gay in such a jocund company. So here BB has been repeated. So it's an example of alliteration. Same consonant sound has been repeated. Then I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. So here poet has used the word gazed twice. This is an example of repetition. The figure of speech used here is repetition, or we can write it as an anaphora. Poet has used this word twice to emphasize the fact that he was continuously staring the daffodils, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. So here W has been repeated. The consonant sound has been repeated twice. So this is again an example of alliteration. Next, for oft when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude. So they flash upon that inward eye. If you are given this stanza, then you can mark it as an alliteration. Then figure of speech is used in the last line, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Here D consonant sound has been repeated, so this is again an example of alliteration. So students, you can see William Wordsworth has made an extensive use of figure of speech या जिसे हम कहते हैं poetic devices in this poem. I have explained all the poetic devices in detail. Hope it proves to be useful to all of you. Thank you.